Hello and welcome to Al's Airguns. I am deeply concerned. Today was supposed to be the beginning of our review on the Crosman 2240. And many of you are probably aware that Crosman has gone through a lot of changes recently. The company was sold to the same holding company that owns Daisy, and a lot of the assembly, if not the manufacture, but a lot of the assembly and I believe the manufacture both have been switched to China. There's been a lot of concern in the industry about long-term Crosman fans, about whether or not that would have an effect on the company and the products that we all know and love. When I got this in, I was very pleased to see the pistol appeared to be well fabricated, very impressed with the packaging. One of the first questions people asked is, hey, was this made in the US of A or from China? I had to get out my reading glasses, and as the box does disclose to us, although it is designed and whatnot in the US, it is in fact manufactured in China at this point. And I don't have, I understand that happens for economic reasons. And much like the Benjamin EB22 that I've done videos on, I would rather have this pistol manufactured overseas and available to me than to see it discontinued because the cost of manufacture makes it such that no one buys it, and the producer does away with it. So was not opposed to that. One of the concerns we always get into with overseas manufacture is an issue of quality control, and this can take a number of forms. In this pistol, one of the first things I noticed is it did both feel different when I got it out and worked with it. Also, in looking at it, there's been a lot of substitution or change as far as the fasteners being used, and that's not uncommon. That is often done with the manufacturer's approval or understanding. Looks like we're using a different sized Allen key on the breech screw, using different fasteners. We used to use the Phillips straight blade or Robertson style bits there. Those have been switched to a simple Phillips. And one of the horror stories you used to hear about moving a manufacturer overseas is often Chinese manufacturers would substitute parts without telling the contracting firm, and it was not seen as a big deal to substitute fasteners or things like that. One of the horror stories in the airgun industry had been about the substitution of seals. The seals in something like this Crosman pistol have evolved over the years and are produced at specific hardnesses, durabilities, all kinds of specifications that guarantee they're going to perform over the course of the pistol's life. And the horror stories you had heard was that they were often switching seals. I don't know that that's happened in this pistol. This pistol leaks. It's defective. It has to go back. Doesn't leak down over a matter of days, leaks down over a matter of minutes or hours. You can hear it discharging if you hold it up next to your ear. I've been through 4 different cartridges. I've lubricated with Pelgon oil. I've gone through all of my basic procedures, and it's not entirely uncommon to take a pistol out of the box, put in a CO2 cartridge, and have it not perform properly on that first cartridge, have it discharge gas or whatnot. We can talk for a moment about the reasons the pistol may be leaking, and let's do that. I need to stop this just for a second. Okay, a pistol like this is going to leak the way it is when it's just sitting for one of a few reasons. One of them being the seal at the front of this valve is not sealing properly. And that can happen for a couple of reasons. The most common one being that the seal itself is either improperly manufactured or of the wrong material. The other reason could be that tolerances were such that it's not lining up and sealing right. I don't believe that's the case here. The other potential for leak happens with the poppet that seals inside that valve and moves back and forth to let new CO2 in and then close it, discharge with the firing cycle, and then again recharge the valve. If that poppet is out of tolerance, for instance, if the hammer spring is pushing too hard and leaving it partially open, if the shape of the sealing surface is not proper, either in the valve or in the poppet, there can be a leak. Or if during manufacturing they allow dirt and grit to get inside the valve, sometimes that will cause a leak there too. So those are probably the most common reasons, and in all likelihood the reason why this pistol's leaking. But whatever it is a brand new pistol, and I would rate it as defective. Could we fix it? Sure. Might be interesting to get in there and find out what was wrong. So if people have a strong opinion there, go ahead and let me know. Otherwise, my thought is I will return it and get a new one. Now, quality control, like I said, seems to be the reoccurring theme with overseas or Chinese manufacturer. And quality control often comes down to working out kinks between the contracting company and the Chinese manufacturers. Also comes down to money. You pay more for higher quality control. It looks like they're attempting to produce a good product here. So right now, I'm going to remain optimistic and write this one off to growing pains, but I'm very interested in the experience everyone else has had. Let me know with the products that are coming in. Are you seeing the same kind of products we saw when they were assembled here in the US? Yeah, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this. Please leave your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot.